from having a heart attack during dinner service.
You've done bloody well, but I cannot let you continue.
And right now, I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack.
To setting his station on fire.
Shit! Oh, out the way. Shit! What the fuck are you doing? Fucking shit.
These are the most terrifying moments in Hell's Kitchen history. Starting with Joseph Tonelli, who turned one of the simplest questions Gordon ever asked into one of the most uncomfortable confrontations the show had ever seen.
Joseph, let's be honest. That's a pretty sorry battalion you got there, isn't it?
Right now it is.
Who's the first nominee for the men?
They can speak for themselves, but they know who they are.
Joseph Tonelli came into Hell's Kitchen Season 6 as part of a blue team that already had strong personalities, loud voices, and plenty of ego. But even in a season full of tension, Joseph managed to create a moment that felt different from the usual Hell's Kitchen drama.
I'm hungry, and I want this, and I'm gonna get this. None of them will get in my fucking way.
His final night started during elimination when Gordon asked him a simple question. Who had the blue team nominated? That was all Joseph had to answer. 2 names, 1 explanation, and he could have moved through the moment like every other contestant who had ever stood in front of Gordon after a bad service.
Hey, smartass, I asked you to tell me. Who's the first nominee and why?
No problem. Tony and Andy.
Listen, I know you may be slightly stupid.
But Joseph treated the question like a challenge. He pushed back, gave Gordon attitude, and turned a normal nomination into a power struggle.
First nominee and why? Tony. He knows why. We sat down as a group, let everyone pick each other, you know? No peer pressure, we're men.
The longer it went on, the less it felt like the blue team was trying to survive elimination, and the more it felt like Joseph was trying to prove he was not going to let Gordon control him.
Just, what do you want, a fucking medal?
What do you want me to fucking say? What do you want me to say? They know who they fucking are. We chose as a group, and they stood out and they said they belong there. Stand up and they know who they are.
Listen, you chippy idiot. I asked for 1 nominee and why. Plain English. And you're mouthing off and you couldn't answer me. Unbelievable. 1 simple request, who and why, and you make a big fucking song and dance about it.
I ain't no fucking bitch, Chef. I don't give a fuck. I ain't no bitch.
What?
I'm not no bitch.
He's trying to bring the best out of you. You gotta look
You wanna
past
bring the
this.
best out of me?
Yeah, show some respect.
Shut your fucking mouth. What you should do right now.
Come on, man.
I'm talking here. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm gonna come here for you.
You want to be an executive chef?
Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh my God.
Then he took off his jacket. That was the moment the whole room changed. The jacket was not just a uniform anymore. It became the thing Joseph threw away before Gordon could take it from him. He stepped forward, kept talking, and moved toward Gordon, while the other chefs stood there, watching the room tighten around them.
Fuck that shit, dog. I ain't here for that. You want a fucking jacket? You wanna talk some shit? Let's go step outside, fucker. I ain't here for that, dog. Talk about fucking fighting? You wanna get fucking rough?
Do you think I'm scared? Huh? Look at you.
Yeah, keep
You just
all the
blown
fucking
your...
cameras.
Yeah, not the cameras.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We can step
I'm
outside.
standing here. I asked you 1 simple question and you couldn't fucking answer me. And then you want to get all tough and up close and personal.
Fuck you.
There you go.
You ain't nothing but a bitch.
You got no respect.
No respect.
Now get out.
Fuck you. You fucking bitch. Fuck all y'all. You heard it?
The scary part was not just that Joseph was angry. Chefs got angry on Hell's Kitchen all the time. The scary part was that he started acting like the rules of the show had stopped applying to him. Gordon held his ground, Joseph kept moving, and for a few seconds, the kitchen felt less like a cooking competition and more like a security problem waiting to explode. Joseph left with one of the wildest exits in Hell's Kitchen history. After that night, fans did not remember him for a dish, a station, or a service. They remembered him as the contestant who made everyone wonder if Gordon Ramsay was about to get into a real fight on television. Joseph Tonelli scared the room because he acted like Gordon's rules no longer mattered, while Matias Butts scared the room because the safety rules suddenly mattered more than ever. Matias Butts was one of the early boots of Hell's Kitchen Season 22, and for most viewers, that usually means a contestant disappears from memory once the stronger chefs take over the season. But Matias made sure his name stayed attached to one of the most dangerous early service disasters of the modern era. His service was already falling apart before the fire. The kitchen was moving too fast for him. Gordon was watching everything from the pass, and Matias looked like one of those chefs who was not running his station as much as trying to survive it. Then his pan caught fire. In Hell's Kitchen, a chef can survive a bad plate if he reacts fast enough. A chef can survive Gordon screaming if he keeps moving. But when fire jumped out of Matias's pan, the whole station turned against him in front of everyone.
Fuck me, Jesus. Out of the way. Out of the way. Get out. Just leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Shit.
Oh my God.
Fuck me. Out of the way. Shit. What the fuck are you doing? Fucking shit.
That fire did something worse than burn food. It exposed him. Matias froze for a beat, and that beat was all Gordon needed to see the problem. Gordon snapped at him to move, stepped in himself, grabbed control of the flaming pan, and threw it into the sink. That was the part that made the moment so brutal for Matias. Gordon did not just yell at him for the mistake. Gordon had to do the job for him.
My apologies, chef. Just, hey, slow the fuck down.
Chef, I don't want him to have to look at me like someone he has to keep a negative eye on.
Calm down. We don't need to set the fucking place on fire, okay?
By the time the flame went out, Matias had already lost more than a pan. He had lost the room. A chef can recover from undercooked meat, late garnish, or a bad call, but a fire in the middle of service makes everyone look at you differently. For fans who barely got time to know Matias, that fire became the thing that defined him. Matias Butts lost control of his station in front of everyone, but Ji Hyun Cha's nightmare came from one bad step. Ji Hyun Cha was one of the most painful early exits in Hell's Kitchen because she did not leave as a weak chef, a loud problem, or someone Gordon had already given up on. She came into season 5 with real promise, and even in her short time on the show, she looked like someone who could have gone much further.
What is it?
It's a miso sake marinated Chilean sea bass.
And how long have you been cooking?
About 4 years, chef. I've been cooking for my family also, chef. My father has lived in the restaurant industry and he had no time for his children. I want to show my dad what I can do in the kitchen.
On tasting that, it looks like you've been cooking for 15 years. Cooked perfectly.
Thank you, chef.
Thank you. And where did you start cooking?
In my father's kitchen, chef.
Have you cooked in that dish?
No, I have not, chef.
You should.
Thank you, chef.
That is why her injury hit so hard. Before service, Ji slipped and hurt her ankle. In a kitchen full of knives, hot pans, wet floors, oil, and people rushing in every direction, one step changed everything. Her ankle gave out, and suddenly her run was no longer about whether she could cook under Gordon Ramsay. It was about whether she could even stand long enough to keep going.
Are you okay, G?
I don't know how to G. I don't know if there was water or oil dropped somewhere up and all of a sudden you hear ow and she might have sprained it. I'm not sure. It doesn't look good.
Go ahead and try to keep.
No, I know.
I'm in pain. My ankle feels like shit. Keep this on ice for a little bit longer here, okay?
I
don't know if I could do this dinner service tonight.
Ji tried to push through it. She limped, sat down, stood back up, and kept trying to stay useful while the rest of the kitchen moved around her. But every step made it clearer that the injury had already taken control of the night.
Chef?
Oh,
Chef, just wanted to let you know that I hurt my ankle, chef.
are you all right?
I think I'll be okay, but I'd like to go through service and see how I feel, chef.
I'd like you to stay as well.
Yes, chef. I'm hoping for the best and that I will be able to pull through service.
What made Ji's exit so frustrating was that she never really got to fail. She did not lose because of raw food, bad leadership, or a terrible service. She lost because the floor betrayed her before the competition had finished testing her.
You, madam. Yes, have been phenomenal.
Thank you, chef.
Talented girl, but unfortunately, due to the circumstances, it's not fair to continue going on under that amount of pain. Keep hold of your jacket as a symbol of courage, pride, because you've done bloody well.
Yes, chef. Thank you, chef.
When Gordon let her keep her jacket, it felt like respect instead of mercy. Ji walked out early, but the moment stayed with fans because it felt unfinished. She was one of those contestants people kept asking about afterward, not because she had a huge dramatic personality, but because Hell's Kitchen took her out before she got the chance to show how good she really was. Ji Hyun Cha lost her chance because her ankle gave out too early, while Dave Levy built one of the show's most famous winner stories by refusing to let his own injury end the fight. Dave Levy won Hell's Kitchen Season 6, and most fans remember him for one image before anything else: the one-armed bandit. He hurt his wrist during the competition, kept cooking anyway, and turned one of the worst possible injuries for a chef into the thing that made his win feel legendary.
Bring the risotto up, it's ready.
Risotto's fucking delicious. Very nice. Dave, don't take this the wrong way. We're 10,000 times better cook with one hand. Woo!
Thanks to Dave.
But before that became an inspiring winner story, it looked painful and almost impossible. Dave had to work service after service with one good arm. The tickets still came in, Gordon still demanded speed, pans still needed lifting, plates still needed finishing, and every small movement in the kitchen became harder because his wrist kept reminding him that his body had already taken a hit. That was the dark side of Dave's run. Hell's Kitchen did not slow down for his injury. It almost turned the injury into a new test. Every service asked the same question: how much pain could Dave turn into work before it broke him? As the season went on, the injury stopped making him look weak and started making everyone else look weaker for struggling with two healthy arms. Dave kept adapting, kept pushing, and kept finding ways to move food through the kitchen while his body worked against him.
I'm watching you. You're sweating, you look dizzy, and you're looking like you're out of breath. I need you to get that seen to, okay? Come here. Give him a once-over. Thank you.
I'm not a quitter, and I'm not a wuss. I'm fine. No matter how messed up my wrist is, I can take the pain, and I'm here to stay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Lamb, please.
2 lamb coming to the window, chef.
By the finale, he was no longer just the injured chef. He was the guy people underestimated because of the injury, then feared because the injury still could not stop him. When he beat Kevin Cottle and won the season, the win felt huge, but it also felt a little insane because Hell's Kitchen had taken a chef with a damaged wrist and turned the pain into part of the performance. Dave Levy turned an injured wrist into a winner's story, but Kevin Cottle carried his own pain through the whole season. Kevin Cottle was not just another strong chef in season 6. He looked like a finalist almost from the beginning. He had the calm, the skill, and the kind of confidence that made him seem built for the pressure of Hell's Kitchen.
Kevin, lobster?
Gorgeous. Beautiful. The butter and the vanilla really comes through in this lobster.
Okay, it's down to this one, the deciding one.
I have to say, I am so impressed, guys.
Come on, Tanya. You know you want to pick the venison.
I'm gonna have to say that Kevin gets the gold medal.
I'm on the board. Here we go.
That made his injury story even more brutal because season 6 did not just test his cooking, it started tearing down the body that made him look so steady in the first place.
Walking up the stairs, the very top stair, click. I'm rolling both ankles, not just one. Dude, that looks nasty.
Medic is coming now.
They had a medic come look at it. Wow. I knew something bad just happened to me. Extremely bad.
Kevin sprained both ankles and still kept going. In a kitchen where every second matters, that kind of injury changes everything. Walking to the station takes more out of you. Moving around the line costs more. Even standing there through service becomes part of the fight. The cruel part was that Hell's Kitchen still needed the same Kevin. His team still needed leadership. The meat station still needed control. Gordon still expected clean plates, fast answers, and full focus. The injury did not lower the standard. It only made reaching the standard harder. That is
1 risotto, 1 scallop. Heard it. Coming right up. All right, let's go right now. All right, let's go. Let's go. JP?
Good, let's go.
Is that a halibut? I don't know. Yes, that is a halibut. Can I get a seat? I'm positive.
Oh my gosh, Chef, I can't believe it.
This isn't right. Ariel! Yes! You have a mid-rare, please? Medium. I asked for mid-rare, please.
That is what made Kevin's run feel like the other half of Dave's story. Dave's wrist turned every plate into a fight with his hands, while Kevin's ankles turned every step into a fight with the floor. And somehow, both of them kept moving until the season had 2 injured chefs standing at the end. Kevin lost to Dave, but his run helped make season 6 feel cursed in the best and worst way. It was not just a season about talent, it was a season about how much pain the strongest chefs could carry before the final service finally ended. And while Dave Levy and Kevin Cottle had to drag themselves through season 6, Antonia Borgman barely got through the door before her first night turned from a bad dish into a hospital trip. Antonia Borgman entered Hell's Kitchen season 8 and became unforgettable almost immediately, but not in the way any chef would want. Her signature dish was gumbo, and the moment Gordon tasted it, the episode turned her into a joke. The room reacted like she had just served one of the worst things ever brought to the pass, and for a few minutes, it looked like Antonia would be remembered as another signature dish disaster. Then the tone changed completely.
2 to 1, okay? What is it?
It's a Mardi Gras gumbo.
Oh, God. Does it normally look like a plate of liquid shit?
No. Every time I make my gumbo, it always gets eaten and everybody loves it. It's gonna be good.
Oh, excuse me. Fucking hell.
God.
Are you crazy? Have you tasted that?
No, I didn't get a chance to taste it, Chef.
So you cooked it and you didn't even taste it?
I didn't have enough time. I'm so sorry you don't like it.
Don't like it?
I'm sorry it wasn't up to par.
Up to par? It's unedible.
Okay, then throw it out.
No, I'm not gonna throw it out. Big man.
Yes, sir.
You like your food? Take a mouthful. Pass it along.
It was completely repulsive. I would have rather had a cat shit in my mouth than have eaten that any further.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, I don't even know how to explain that.
Antonia got sick, the laughter disappeared, and suddenly the same contestant everyone had just watched get embarrassed in front of Gordon became a medical emergency. An ambulance came to Hell's Kitchen, and Gordon later told the teams she had gone to the hospital.
Antonia?
My head is hurting.
Are you okay?
Oh, just my head hurts.
What happened?
I had a migraine. Oh,
Good look at you here.
oh my head.
Okay.
Oh my
do that?
God.
Girls, Antonia's not doing so well. She's got a really bad headache. It's not looking so cute.
That shift made the whole thing uncomfortable. Hell's Kitchen had set her up like a punchline. Then the episode pulled the joke away and left everyone with something much more serious. She did not even get a normal first service story. She went from bad gumbo to medical concern before the competition had really started. For fans, Antonia became one of the strangest first exits in the show's history. Her run was short, but it had two things people never forgot: the gumbo and the sudden hospital trip that made the joke feel darker afterward. Antonia Borgman's night went from gross out comedy to medical fear, unlike Rochelle Bergman, whose scary moment came from something every chef understands before they ever touch a stove. Rochelle Bergman was one of the easiest contestants to root for in season 12. She was warm, likable, and usually brought a softer energy into a show that loved yelling, pressure, and ugly team fights. That made her injury feel worse. Rochelle was doing prep, the kind of work chefs do every day. Food on the board, knife in hand, people moving around her. Nothing about the moment looked special until the knife slipped. Then everything stopped feeling normal. Rochelle looked down, the panic hit, and the kitchen snapped out of its usual rhythm. This was not a bad scallop or a burned garnish. This was blood, pain, and the kind of accident every chef fears because it happens faster than the mind can catch up.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Think? Oh, that was a big chunk. Are you okay? Medic. We got a bleeder. Oh, part of my thumb. We need a medic in Blue Kitchen. Rochelle lost her thumb.
The room's reaction made it even worse. People did not just look worried, they looked sick. Joy called for help, the medics came over, and Rochelle had to leave the prep table while everyone understood exactly how bad the cut looked.
God. You just got me a napkin or something? Pardon my thumb's on that little edge, so just don't do it. Don't look. Oh my God, oh, Rochelle. Oh, that was too big. I wanna cry. Are you cleaning that shit up?
Yeah, she's gonna need to get her cauterized.
What am I gonna cook? Oh, great. Chef Rams, you can't even cut pumpkin without cutting your finger up. I don't want to as head chef. Make sure you keep it up.
For fans who knew Rochelle as one of the bright spots of the season, the thumb injury felt almost unfair. Hell's Kitchen had plenty of villains, meltdowns, and disasters, but this time the kitchen hurt someone viewers actually liked. The prep table turned into a medical scene, and one of the warmest people in the season became part of one of its hardest injuries to watch. And while Rochelle Bergman's terror came from a blade, Heather West's came from the heat. Heather West already looked like one of the strongest leaders in Hell's Kitchen Season 2 before the burn happened. She had the voice, the focus, and the kind of command that made people listen when service started falling apart. So when she
go,
I don't hear any talking. I want to hear that countdown. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Heather.
Yes.
Very important customers in tonight.
Yes.
Very. Quality control, yes?
Chef.
Everything, yes?
Yes, chef.
Get that. I need those abs now.
Right now, in my hand.
Let's go. Cards, please. Come on. I want this so freaking bad. I'm not gonna take it laying down. I mean, I'm gonna give this girl a fight tonight.
So when she burned her hand, the injury did not just test her pain, it tested the image she had built all season. Heather rushed to the sink and put her hand under cold water, but service kept moving behind her. The kitchen still needed answers, the team still needed direction, Gordon still needed food at the pass, and somehow Heather turned the sink into a second command station.
Damn. You okay?
No, calm down. No, she burned. She got burned.
Heather, come here. Show me.
Okay.
Nice hot water. Calm down. There you go. Right, nice hot water. Jean-Philippe. Get me some ice, please. Now, there you go. Big deep breath. There you go. Good girl. Up. Did you see what happened?
Yes, chef.
We have a serious burn. Do you understand?
Yes, chef.
Hand in there. Big deep breath.
She kept giving orders with her hand under the water. That was the moment that made her look different from the rest of the room. Pain was running through her arm, but her head stayed in service. She kept watching the line, kept using her voice, and kept the team moving even while she was hurt.
Please check that fork, Ross. Maribel.
A quail away. That's all?
One quail away, yeah, chef.
Okay.
There's quail in the oven, Marianne. 2 extra quail, not orders, just extra quail.
Despite her injury, Heather continues to be a team player.
Heather,
yes, chef.
Nurse is outside. Bowl of ice, darling, take it with you.
Thank you, chef. Guys, please help.
The burn could have made her look weak. Instead, it made everyone else look like they still needed her, even when she was stuck at the sink. By the end of the season, Heather won, and that injury became part of why the win made sense.
If I don't win Vegas tonight, I will be heartbroken.
Put your keys in the door. You will turn your keys. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
She had shown that she could lead while hurt, think through chaos, and keep control of a kitchen even when her own body was screaming at her to stop. Heather West turned a burn into proof of leadership, but Matt Sigel turned family night into one of Gordon's worst nightmares. Matt Sigel was one of the more memorable chefs from season 4, partly because his time on the show always felt messy. He had talent, but he also had the kind of uneven energy that made Gordon lose patience with him over and over again. Family night was the last place that kind of mistake could happen.
Fucking idiot, come here. What did you say there? You're busy getting what?
Yelled at.
You just give me overcooked meat. Overcooked fucking filet.
For his stuff and
overcooked. Now you're saying I'm getting yelled at. But don't start getting fucking smarmy with me when we're standing there in the shit. When it's you put me in the shit.
I can't fucking concentrate anymore. Who the hell put a hot plate here?
Family night was the last place that kind of mistake could happen. The dining room had kids in it, and that changed the whole feeling of the service. A bad plate was no longer just embarrassing. It carried a much uglier weight because the people eating were not just regular dinner guests. They were families trusting the kitchen with food for their children. Then Matt sent out raw chicken. The plate reached the table. A child got served food that never should have left the kitchen, and once Gordon saw the raw chicken, the whole service turned nasty. Raw chicken always made Gordon explode, but raw chicken served to a kid made the mistake feel personal. This was not a garnish problem, a timing problem, or a chef getting flustered at the pass.
What is it?
I call it exotic tartare.
This was a dangerous plate that made it all the way out of the kitchen. Matt could not talk his way out of it. The chicken had already done the damage. For fans, that moment became one of those Hell's Kitchen scenes that stayed uncomfortable because it crossed a line. The mistake did not stay inside the kitchen, it reached the dining room, and it reached a child. Matt Seigel's mistake crossed into the dining room on family night, unlike Jose de Jesus, who created his own food safety disaster on charity night. Jose de Jesus came into season 18 as one of the rookies, and by charity night, he had a chance to prove something bigger than just cooking a station. Charity night gave each chef a course, a room full of guests, and a chance to show Gordon they could lead. Jose got the veal course.
Tonight.
You know, living the dream. Yeah.
Fancy restaurant, look at this.
Enjoy. Keep up the good work. Good to see you. Thank you.
That should have been his moment to look calm, sharp, and in control. Instead, the plates went out and the meat came back raw.
It's so tough. Oh my gosh, mine is completely raw.
See, this is what you would call raw.
Yours is raw. Oh, yours is raw.
Oh no. Red team, come here.
Yes, chef.
Oh, fucking hell. No. Fuck. Guys, come here, at the back.
Then more came back. That was where the night started closing in on him. During a normal service, a chef can sometimes disappear into the chaos of the team, but charity night puts a chef's name on the course. Every mistake points back to one person. Every returned plate feels like the whole room is looking directly at them. Jose tried to recover, but the damage kept growing. Gordon eventually stepped in and refired the course himself, and that said more than any insult could have. Jose.
Oh my God.
I think people are getting hit in the head with broken plates.
You, get on with the souffle. Chef. You, get on with the souffle.
Chef.
Oh my God. I cannot believe it. Oh boy. I cannot believe it.
Jose had been given control, then Gordon had to take it back in front of everyone. For Jose, the raw veal became more than a cooking mistake. It became the moment that showed he could not lead when the room needed him most. Charity night was supposed to make him look like a chef in charge. Instead, it became the service that sent him home. Jose de Jesus fell apart under the spotlight of Charity Night, but Drew Tingley's exit felt scary in a different way. Drew Tingley entered season 19 with the same goal as every other chef: make it through the pressure, survive Gordon, and prove he belonged in the strongest kitchen of the season. But his run started getting taken away from him by something no chef can cook around forever. His body started failing him. The cramps got worse, the pain grew, and suddenly Drew's story was no longer about a bad service or a weak station. It became about whether he could physically keep going. That kind of exit always feels different in Hell's Kitchen. A normal elimination gives a chef one last argument. They can defend their food, blame the team, promise to bounce back, or beg Gordon for another chance. Drew did not have that kind of fight left to make. His body had already made the argument for him. When he left, the season moved on, but his exit carried a heavy question with it. How far could he have gone if his health had not pulled him out first? For fans, Drew became one of those contestants whose story felt cut off before it had a real ending. He was not beaten by one plate. He was beaten by the part of the competition nobody can fully control. While Drew Tingley's body forced him out, Chris Mendonca's exit was due to mental issues. Chris Mendonca's exit in season 18 had a different kind of darkness to it. It did not explode like Joseph's confrontation, and it did not burn across the screen like Matias's fire. It sat quietly in the room and made the whole competition feel colder. Chris had started the season as one of the rookies, trying to prove himself against both new chefs and returning veterans.
Chris, let's go, please.
So we have is a lobster pie.
So rich. Ms. Plato's definitely the hero there.
Chris, I was worried that you weren't gonna have enough lobster flavor in here. It's just enough lobster.
I think it's the best thing you've cooked so far in this competition.
Wow, man, I'm gonna give you a 5.
For me, it's a 4 plus 1. 5.
Thank you, Chef.
But as the season went on, his story became less about one station or one dish and more about the weight he seemed to be carrying. When Gordon told the chefs that Chris had left for personal reasons, the room reacted differently than it would have after a normal elimination.
Christina gave me the heads up. How you feeling?
I don't know how to explain it, Chef. It's not voices in my head. It's a feeling of, Chef, I don't know how to put it into words.
First of all, your health and your well-being.
There was no big final plea, no jacket handoff at the end of a dramatic service, and no clean villain ending. It was just a chef gone from the competition because something outside the normal kitchen fight had become more important. That kind of exit makes Hell's Kitchen feel strange. The show is built on pressure. It pushes chefs until they cry, scream, snap, or beg for another chance. But Chris's exit showed a side of that pressure that did not feel fun to watch. It was the kind that sat under the surface until someone had to leave. For fans, Chris became one of the quieter exits, but also one of the heavier ones. He reminded viewers that Hell's Kitchen does not only test cooking, sometimes it tests the person behind the chef until the person cannot keep carrying it. Chris Mendonca's exit came from pressure building inside him, unlike Brett Hauser, who asked more from his body than some chefs could give. Brett Hauser was a powerhouse veteran who returned to season 18 with a massive chip on his shoulder. He had already been forced to leave season 14 due to a painful back injury.
Buddy, I've been better. Unfortunately, I have a slip disc pinching on my sciatic nerve.
Damn, Brett. I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
I am sorry to myself, to my team.
That's unquestionable.
So this second chance meant everything to him. He cooked with pure passion, wearing his heart on his sleeve every single service. But that intense emotion eventually took a dangerous toll. During a high-stress dinner service, the pressure built to a breaking point. Brett didn't just get frustrated, his body began giving out under the strain. He started experiencing severe chest pains, shortness of breath, and numbness. Classic terrifying warning signs of a heart attack.
Even my arms were sweating, like everywhere.
In your lungs.
You feel my heart right now, it's brrrr. And right now I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack. I don't know what's wrong with me, but whatever it is needs to stop so I can continue in this competition.
We're gonna take a look, we're gonna see what's what.
On for both. He felt very diaphoretic and a stabbing chest pain or punching chest pain.
Ultimately, to the hospital.
The production completely ground to a halt. Paramedics rushed into the kitchen, hooking Brett up to a heart monitor right there on the floor while his teammates watched in absolute silence. For a few minutes, the competition didn't matter at all. Everyone in the room was terrified they were watching a chef suffer a life-threatening medical emergency on television. Thankfully, the medics managed to stabilize his heart rate, and Brett fiercely refused to let his dream end in an ambulance for a second time. He stayed in the competition, but that moment left a permanent scar on the season. It was a stark, frightening reminder that the stress of Hell's Kitchen doesn't just break a chef's spirit, it can literally stop their heart. While Brett Hauser managed to survive a terrifying cardiac scare and keep fighting, Brad Delgado reached a point where continuing to push his body was no longer an option. Brad Delgado entered season 22 with big energy, big confidence, and the kind of personality that usually makes a chef easy to remember even before the cooking fully speaks. He was loud, bold, and memorable in the way Hell's Kitchen likes its contestants to be. In a season built around the American dream, Brad seemed like someone who could fit that story. A chef with personality, ambition, and something to prove. But his body started pulling the story away from the kitchen.
Brad, how are you feeling?
Personally, I'm not feeling good.
Something wrong?
Yes, chef. The procedure that I got is kind of backfiring on me right now.
Surgery?
Yes, chef. And tonight was just really, really hard.
This is a competition.
I know, chef.
But your health is my concern.
Chef.
Okay?
I'm really not feeling good.
I'm sorry to hear that.
My body, I'm not giving up, but my body is currently giving up on me.
Brad tried to stay in the competition, but the season reached the point where continuing started to look more dangerous than leaving. That was the harsh part. He had the personality for the room, and he clearly wanted to keep fighting, but personality could not fix what his body was dealing with. When Brad left, the new Hell's Kitchen set still looked polished. The cameras still looked sharp, and Gordon still ran the room, but the moment carried the same old truth that had followed the show for years. A kitchen can look controlled while the person inside it falls apart. Brad's exit did not give the season a big villain crash or a funny meltdown. It gave the season a hard stop.
The competition must continue. I need both teams to go back to the dorms and come back to me with the weakest two chefs on your team.
Yes.
Off you go. Well done.
For fans, he became another reminder that Hell's Kitchen can still push chefs to the edge, even in the newer, cleaner-looking version of the show. Brad Delgado's story ended in the modern era, but Robert Hesse's health battle stretched across 2 seasons and gave Hell's Kitchen one of its heaviest comeback stories. Robert Hesse brought a huge presence into Hell's Kitchen. He had the voice, the humor, the emotions, and the kind of personality that made him feel bigger than the room around him. That made his medical story hit harder.
Right. His name was Bobby, and the moments that when I called that and then you're like, look me in my eye, just that one precise second, it was just like flashback all back, you know, so.
That's fair enough. I get that. I take that, and I totally respect that. I apologize if it's upset you by calling you Bobby. I wish you had brought that to my attention earlier, because I wouldn't have done it. However, it's off your chest. Totally respect that, and I will totally follow it through.
Thank you, Chef.
Okay?
Appreciate the time, also.
Not at all.
Because Robert never felt like someone who lacked fight. He felt like someone who had too much fight trapped inside a body that kept forcing him to slow down. In season 5, Robert made it deep into the competition and became one of the contestants people remembered. He was funny, emotional, and easy to root for, especially because his story felt bigger than just cooking. But then his health became part of the season, and he had to leave before his run could reach the ending fans wanted for him. When Robert returned in season 6, it should have felt like a clean second chance.
First of all, it's bloody good to see you.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
You lost your opportunity due to health reasons. Right now, I would love you to seriously consider coming back into Hell's Kitchen.
I have a second chance, and you know, you don't get many second chances in life. I would love to take that off.
Oh my God.
I would love to see you back. Do you know why?
Thanks, sir.
Because you deserve to come back.
Thank you very much.
Because you're a bloody talented cook.
Thank you.
Don't be upset.
I'm not.
Be
I'm
happy.
so happy.
But the old fear followed him into every service. Every time he looked tired, sweated hard, or seemed physically drained, the audience remembered that Hell's Kitchen had already taken him to a dangerous place once. That is why Robert's story felt so tense. His personality was huge, but his health kept reminding everyone that heart and humor can only carry a person so far. He came back with something to prove, but the competition kept pulling him toward the same warning. His body had its own power over the story. For fans, Robert became one of those contestants whose run felt both entertaining and sad. He gave the show personality, but his health gave it stakes. Robert Hesse's story unfolded across 2 seasons, unlike season 11, which gave Hell's Kitchen a fast, ugly reminder that chefs could get hurt before dinner service even began. Season 11, episode 3 began with the kind of challenge Hell's Kitchen loved. Fast, physical, loud, and messy enough to make the chefs look like they were already in trouble before they reached the stove.
Chefs, it's your turn to go over the wall.
Oh my God.
Please.
1, 2, 3.
Happier?
Yes, chef.
Careful.
My ankle rolled as soon as I got over that wall. Injury or not, you gotta win this challenge.
You got this, man. You got this.
The chefs had to move quickly, deal with pressure, and push through a challenge that felt more physical than a normal cooking test. At first, that kind of chaos seemed like normal Hell's Kitchen. People rushed, struggled, shouted, and tried to beat the other team before the whole thing got away from them. Then someone got hurt. That changed the energy fast. A challenge only stays fun while everyone can still laugh through the struggle. Once a chef went down, the whole thing started looking rougher. The game had pushed past cooking and into the body, and suddenly the prize felt far away compared to the person trying to get back up.
As soon as I hit the ground, my ankle just went right over it. I can't put any weight on this right now.
Oh, fuck me the knee. Oh, fuck me.
Where's the medic?
Praying that I didn't seriously injure myself.
There's, not much else we can do. May have to go to the hospital and get some x-rays, see if anything's broken.
I can't get taken out of this. I can't be down. Yeah, I'm pretty scared right now.
That episode carried the same warning as the bigger injuries on this list. Hell's Kitchen did not need dinner service to hurt someone. It could happen in a challenge, in prep, on a punishment, in the dorms, or anywhere the show pushed tired chefs to move faster than their bodies wanted to go. By the time the episode moved forward, the injury had already changed the mood. The chefs still had to cook, Gordon still had to judge, and the show still had to continue. But the challenge had already reminded everyone that the body could lose before the chef ever touched the pass.